Alright, how we doing, folks? Your boy Marcus 2205. The numbers go after the name. We got the homie Blackjack, man. Finally earned them, finally got him. I was gone for the first week, and I almost managed to pull it off at the end. This contract last week was difficult, though, for me, though, man. Playing the eject them off, getting the 15 wins in it. Oh, my God. I was playing solo for, I was playing solo the whole week, actually. So I wasn't able to get on and wasn't really able to connect with anybody else. So I was riding solo for a little bit. Even though, I should have checked if Garrick was on. Honestly, I'm so poor at that. My apologies, Garrick. But I was riding solo for most of the week, and it was difficult just to get the wins. Like, honestly, like I think it took me a Thursday to get the wins. Like, it was just, oh God. But we got some good gameplay, though. I'll tell you that. We definitely got some good gameplay, and we managed to unlock the homie Blackjack. So, let's talk about somebody who actually used them. And I saw a lot of videos of people just talking about and reading the descriptions, and I was like, all right, cool. So I thought I had an idea of what he was until I actually went and used him. I was like, nah, this doesn't really sound exactly like I heard it. Yeah, I probably just misunderstood. But let's clarify a couple things. So he's got two abilities over here. I believe this one's called Rogue. I'm not 100% sure what the other one's called, honestly. And check this out. This is the first time I ever get kills like on the water, and I feel so happy because normally anytime I'm on the water, I just get my ass clapped. And I'm looking at this guy, I'm looking at this guy, he's like, come on, man, die, brother, die. And then I'm looking, I was like, I got that V set. What? And I'm like, Marcos, don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. Just, there you go. So, the homie Blackjack over here. This one's called Rogue, and I believe this one is you take whatever other specialist weapon coming. Now, I kind of understood it as you take it literally from them. Like, if they were, using it, you take it from them. But obviously, that doesn't make too much sense because you're going to need to... if the person's using an ability, you're still going to need to get a weapon. So it's just based off their character. So whatever their character is, that's the weapon you're going to take from them. In this case, you saw as an ally. The cool thing about it is, there's two cool things I think about it. I'm not 100% sure about how I feel about one of them, but I definitely like the other one. Is that, and that was just like I was kind of pissed because I was like, this is the kind of game I watched the whole kill cams. I was like, what the hell happened on your screen that you were allowed to kill me? It was cool because I really had a heater to start off the game, and then it kind of cooled off over here. And I feel like these are games that when I start like that, I feel like I'm getting the nuke early, yo. Doing the nuke. By the way, next Wednesday, nuclear footage. Make sure you stay on the channel. The nuke. We're gonna live up to the calling card that I have. The calling card. We're gonna live up to the little thumbnail that I throw on every week. Nuclear, man. So. This one is, with Blackjack Rogue, is you get 5 kills. It's all based off kills, not based on score. You'll see, now that's full you can't tell, but when you see it's empty, it'll fill in. It's split into 5 little lines, I guess, around it to form a circle, and it's divided by 5 little pieces, and you fill in each piece as you use it. So you get all 5 of those, and you get yourself whatever the 5th person that you killed specialist weapon is. Now, if you keep killing somebody, though, say you kill like a 6th person or something, it'll add that option to the other weapon, and then you could click over and use it. I believe you can only click over once, so I'm pretty confident about that. Take that to the bank, because I think I learned that out of experience when I was like, I don't want that purifier, I want this. And I was like, you know what, let me go to the purifier. And I was like, oh, I can't do it again. All right. As you can see, I clearly favor the Annihilator here. So you can only switch it once. You have whatever weapon that person's assigned to use. I'm not sure what happens, honestly, if you kill Blackjack as a 5th person. I haven't seen that. I'd really like to know that, actually. If you know the question, please drop it down at the answer to that. Please drop it down in the comments. That's a good question. What happens if you kill Blackjack? You get that weapon. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's cool that it's just kill based. Just based on kills instead of score. When I was reading about Blackjack, when I first saw him and how quickly he earned stuff, I thought it was a little bit OP. Just like a little bit OP because he earns, especially the other one where he steals or not he steals ability, but he gains a random ability. I think it's called maybe Gamble or something like that. Wow, like that one when I first read it, I was like, this is insane. And when you use it, it's not that great, but I think it's still pretty good. What makes Gamble to me really good is how quick you earn it. I had times where 1 minute into the game, I used Gamble twice. I'd use 2 specialist abilities, which is insane compared to anything else. I think just on its own, without even doing anything positive, it's quick. And once you kill 2 people and get a tag, you got it. It is nuts. I honestly still kind of feel it might be a little bit OP, and I kind of expect in the next patch, maybe when DLC 3 comes out, they may slow that down just a little bit. I fully expect that to come because it's a lot. Having said that, though, what does keep it in checks and balances are 2 things. One is we only have Blackjack for 60 minutes a week if you do the contract. So it's definitely not a given that you will have Blackjack. Now, the contracts have been, in all fairness, pretty simple and pretty fair. You still have to play, though. 15 wins is a substantial amount of wins to get throughout a week. You know, if you're on with a party deep, you know, 5 people, you go to domination, you could probably do it in one night. But still, you know, you picture a game of domination takes about 10 to 12 minutes. 5 games, 6 games, an hour maybe. Imagine if you win 5 out of those 6. You're still going to be playing at least 3 hours before you get it. You know, so it's a substantial amount of time to earn something like that. I think the contracts look a lot easier when you read them, but when you actually try to do them, you're like, oh, okay, that's interesting. The other thing that keeps it in check is that it's random. So you won't necessarily, like I kept getting kinetic armor, for example, like a bunch of times. And I don't really like kinetic armor. I don't really use it. And, you know, I'll flip it out. And I would get like a, you know, reject or something. I'd be like, oh god, you know, and I'd flip it out. And eventually I'd get like maybe combat focus and check out Marcos's war machine usage right there. Get 0 kills, come inside and get popped. I hate the war machine. I always forget that you have to try to nail people with it instead of killing an area. You know, like an actual grenade launcher works instead of trying to hit somebody, man. I hate when the game makes me feel stupid like that. Anyway, my apologies. So it gives you that randomized. So those 2 things kind of, the randomized special ability. So those 2 things kind of keep it in check. The fact that it's only 60 minutes. So, you know, if you're playing Kill Confirm, it was about 10 minutes, you're only going to get like 6 games out of them, which isn't that crazy, honestly. The cool thing is if the time runs out while you're playing as him, it just kind of just makes sense. You will keep playing as him throughout the rest of the game. It's also pretty cool. He just appears in the specialist grid, and then once you're done, he's gone. You don't see anything of him. He's got a side bet too, which is a little special contract that he has where you could get calling cards with it, which is cool. I'd really like actually if one day that was like a weapon or something. That would be pretty cool instead of just calling cards. But I kind of assume it'll be calling cards and maybe some specialist, specialist equipment. I'm also kind of surprised that they don't let you customize him, even though if he's only limited by 60 minutes, it'd kind of be cool to throughout time earn like stuff to him and dress him up in different ways and earn like a hero camo with him. I think it'd be cool. I honestly kind of expect them to add him at some point. You know, if anything, just to add more shit to the black market. You know, that's kind of what I expect to see in terms of coming over there. The weapon ability though is also really cool. The fact that it's 5 kills, I thought maybe this would be pretty efficient TDM, you know, and especially in games that are strictly based off of kills. I think Kill Confirmed is actually pretty good, especially how I play, where I go for kills a lot more than I do tags. I don't necessarily, you know, just try to milk it and go for kills, but I will oftentimes, you know, kill 2 people from far away that I know probably not going to get there to get that tag, but at least I popped them. So in that case, it kind of benefits me a little bit more instead of just being score-based. It was interesting, too, because when I saw that, then I was like, oh, then who even cares about the score? But I kind of forgot I had kill streaks, and I was like, oh, that's right, the kill streaks. The cool thing also about this is twofold. You know, with the specialist thing, everything kind of becomes augmented what you do, and I kind of saw that. Say you get, like, an Annihilator here, right, with using the Rogue ability. And you get like 2 kills with it. Well, those 2 kills are, you know, X amount of points more. I don't remember what the exact, maybe if I kill somebody here, I'll actually be able to see it. What the exact is. I don't know if it's 100 points more or 75 points more, but there's a certain amount of points that they give you more for killing somebody with a specialist weapon. And that's something like an ability that you get, or 75, right? So it's 25 points more the way you do it. But that kind of adds up, you know. All of a sudden, if you kill 2 people, guess what? It's an extra kill, you know, and that kind of adds up when you're going to tally that at the end of the day towards getting your special streaks. And also just the quickness that you do it, man. Like, you're able to use it a lot more. It's random, you know, and this one it's random in very interesting ways. The special one is just random, period. Like, whatever the hell you get. This one is random in terms of whoever you're playing. I guess there's a world where maybe you fight only a bunch of ruins, and guess what? You got gravity spikes. And oftentimes I'll see, you know, oftentimes the lobby isn't really that crazy in terms of variety of specialists, so there'll be like 3 Rippers and like 2 Outriders on the team. So guess what? You're gonna have yourself a Ripper and you're gonna have a Sparrow, and that's it. That's all you got, you know. Oftentimes though too, there will be a good amount of variety over there, and it's cool also because it gives you a little. You have to think a little bit when you kill people, right? I was actually in this game. I was trying to kill one of these. Oh my goodness, I forget her name. The character that I'm using. The one with the Annihilator, whatever her name, Seraph. I'm trying to kill Seraph because I like the Annihilator of any weapon that I'm given. Having said that, as you can tell, I'm also not good with them, which is something that was really interesting. I mean, it's something I'm looking forward to using Blackjack more and using the weapon ability because it's gonna let me get a little more affluent with weapons I haven't used. I completed the hero camo a while ago, I mean, like about 2 months ago or something along those lines. So I haven't gone back to some of those characters since, you know. When you look at the Sparrow from Outrider, since whenever the hell the last time I used the Sparrow to get whatever challenge I needed or whatever camo I needed, that was the last time I used the Sparrow. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool to go back to it and just keep you a little bit fresh, keep you a little bit on your toes with it, because you never know when you might need it, you know. Especially if you're trying to do these contracts or whatnot. You know, it's cool to get that variety and get those different game modes and get a feel for some of these different abilities that maybe you wouldn't use. And it was also really enjoyable when I was using the specialist one when I was using Gambler, when you get the right special at the right time, you know. Sometimes I actually had one opportunity where I got a glitch before I even knew it, or before I needed to use it, and I used it in like a proper venue right afterwards, and I was like, wow, it's incredible. Like, you know, someone shoot me, I managed to glitch out behind them, and I popped them, and I was like, that is awesome. So overall, Blackjack, he's pretty good, man. I kind of enjoyed it. I think he's a fun addition to the game, and I think it's added in a very cool way that I kind of like. Hope you enjoyed the video, man. Your boy Marcos, deuces.